So, you've got the future England captain among your ranks. How does that feel?
Well, we might have.
Yes.
If he keeps playing at the level he's playing at, he's got a good chance. So, I think he's been England's best performer from the Euros, if you ask me, my opinion. The most consistent performer. I think there's some of the players now playing very well, Harry Kane, for example. But I think that if you looked at this from the start of the season to where we are now, I would put Declan in that very high consistent bracket.
And what happens with that, of course, is everyone talks about him. Everyone,
like you,
like me.
Yeah,
the rumour
yeah.
mill has started. Is it just rumours? Have you heard anything?
Well, if I had, I wouldn't tell you.
No, fair
But the
enough.
best thing to say is that no, we've not. And let me tell you, he's not for sale. So that might shut you down and then make that you don't ask many questions on Declan. But we expect questions on him because he's doing so well.
And the fact that he is such a good player, he's irreplaceable, right? He just...
Irreplaceable, well, I had to sell Wayne Rooney when I was at Everton early, and I thought Wayne was irreplaceable. But what happens in football, you move on. That's what happens in football. Sometimes things like this do happen. But we've got no intention of letting that happen at this present time here at West Ham. But
in terms of yourself and in terms of getting to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, where's that rank for you?
Maybe I'm just getting to the level of experience which you need to have some success, possibly. You know, there's other managers who have done it younger and are doing it younger. But no, I've enjoyed lots of parts of my career. A lot of it's been building teams and maybe not always having the best team. But I certainly remember the quarter-final of this competition with Everton when we played Fiorentina in the quarter-final. Probably playing Bayern Munich in the quarter-final of the Champions League at Manchester United was a big moment for me. But strange enough, this is really big because I think this has come on very quickly here at West Ham. The Everton one we sort of were growing into it. We were trying to be in Europe and we had a long period together at the time. Not necessarily a long period before we reached the quarterfinals of the competition because I think it was probably after our fourth year or fifth year or something like that at Everton. But I think this has been very quick at West Ham for us to be challenging and getting around the end of European competitions. But I think the biggest thing it tells you is the standard of the Premier League. You're looking at the teams we've got in the Champions League and we're in the Europa League as well. So it's real high quality in the Premier League.
And if you do well in that competition, surely will that help your kind of box in terms of the summer when your transfer chest? Will you be able to say, look, I need a bit more because I want to do. You can see what we've done so far.
Well, but I was mentioning it a bit today. I say sometimes money is not always the best thing you need. You know, it's a bit easy to say get more money and it means that you're getting more success. I can think of a lot of clubs who are spending a lot of money and it doesn't necessarily get them success. Sometimes what you do is you need to sort of manage and navigate through and bring in players at the right time. Quite often players don't work, so you need time then to maybe move them on and try again and bring somebody else in. But if you think it's just down to more money, we'll bring in more players and that tends to work, I don't know if it works that way now.
Let's talk about somebody who needs a bit of time at the moment, and that would be Frank Lampard, I guess, at Everton. What are your thoughts of what's happening to that club right now?
I don't really have any thoughts other than good ones from my time there. My thoughts would be to say I had an incredible time there. I was treated brilliantly well by the owners and the people in charge. I was treated brilliantly well by the supporters. I had incredible players, which, you know, it's great that I'm in contact with them. I see so many of them in coaching and management now. That makes you feel old when you're getting to all your players to go in, but involved in it, and some of them are contacting me for bits of advice or information and different things. So I see that as something really good, that we had good players, good characters. And I think Everton at that time was a club which was rebuilding, reforming. When I took over, we were really near the bottom. It's nearly exactly the same as West Ham. But I think that at West Ham here, we've moved on nearly much quicker, much faster.
If they go down, you know what that will mean to those fans. Is that kind of like inconceivable for them, do you think?
Well, I don't think they'll go down.
Okay.
I think they've got a good enough squad. I think they've certainly got a very good manager. So I don't think they will. But I was in the same position here when we came to West Ham. We'd 9 games to go and we had to we won 3, drew 3 and lost 3 in my sort of last run-in, which kept us up. So it's a terrible place to be when you're at the bottom of the league. because you're looking at everybody's fixtures, you're trying to see where you scored goals, you're trying to see, you know, how you can stay up. So it's not a position I enjoyed when I was here. It gave me lots of worrying days and nights, and that's why I'm really enjoying it at West Ham, because we're back nearer the top end of the league and we're challenging. So I know exactly how Frank will be feeling at the moment, but Frank's only taken over in the job. He's not been in there that long, so he'll be trying to get things sorted out and make sure his team stays up.
When you say good year, what will make it an excellent year for you?
I think if we could finish in a European position again, European football for West Ham would be fantastic. When you think of, you know, if you look at the level of the competition, the teams, we said there's 3 teams in the Champions League at the moment, you know, getting into the Champions League. You look at the standard of, you know, Arsenal and Tottenham, you know, the levels they're at the moment. So those clubs at the moment are really hard to beat, and they always were. And even though to break into the top 6, which people would maybe see in the Premier League, and we'd done it last year, we're on the verge of doing it again, possibly this year. So we want to try and stay there, and so that would be good. And as everybody knows, quarter-final of the Europa League now for us would be huge if we could make the semi-final, and you know, we've got that in the horizon as well.
And get that final.
That would be the next bit.
Brilliant stuff as always. Thanks,
Thank
David.
you.